Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zombie Double Down. We're here showing off a new build to me. I'm sure it's been covered somewhere else, but we're going to give it a little go. This is a new build for me because I don't use well that often. But this is a new Warlock build. As you can see, kind of has a Phoenix theme because we're running Phoenix Protocol, and where you gain super energy for kills and assists inside a well of radiance, and we're mixing that with bad juju. Now it's the masterwork bad juju. Kind of important for this build to be masterwork because you need the orbs of light that it'll generate. But the whole purpose of this one, as I'll show you here shortly, is once you activate your well and stand in there with Phoenix Protocol using bad juju, you are almost back at your super by the end of your first well, and it is insanely good. And then you just run around and pick up whatever orbs you've generated from bad juju and finish off your well. So super quick on getting your super back. To give a breakdown though, your special and heavy can be whatever you want, whatever your personal preference is. For just spamming your super, your well, the main thing you're going to be using is this bad juju. Up next, we're going to be running Phoenix Protocol, of course, and we're running, one of the big things I'm running on it is the enhanced unflinching rifle aim. That way you don't get your screen jacked up too much while you're trying to get your kills to trigger it. On our helm, we're running heavy ammo finder just because, you know, to find heavy here and there. But the main thing we're running on it is, since it's a void, and that's the important thing, we're running stacks on stacks. Now, you lose 10 recovery, and that does hurt, but you're going to be spending a lot of your time in a well, so it kind of counteracts that. This one, you gain an extra stack of charge of light with every stack you gain, which is pretty quick. On the gauntlets, we're running an arc resistance mod, so we can pair it with the swift charge, and that's when you become charged with light by rapidly defeating combatants with pulse rifles, sidearms, or submachine guns. And then with the extra perk, defeating combatants with a pulse rifle grants a chance to drop special ammo for your allies, and that's if you're running into trash mob situations and people are running low on ammo, that's a super nice perk to have. Up next, we're running Unstoppable Pulse on here. I love running Unstoppable Pulse with bad juju because it pumps bullets downrange and can stagger pretty quickly. And you're almost always aiming down sights with this gun to get your consistent kills. Then we have our enhanced pulse rifle loader as well. So there we go, that's the whole setup for the gauntlet. And I already reviewed the chest. Again, unflinching rifle aim. I'm using mobility mod because that speeds up my rift if I should need it in between. On our boots, we're running high energy fire to go with getting charged with light, traction for better mobility and turn radius while sprinting, and I'm just running void resistance right now. I haven't really I would run some other combos, but just these boots are just what I need right now. They fill the necessary thing of me having that high energy fire, so I get extra damage while charged with light with my weapons. And each defeated combatant consumes one stack. With the rate at which you get charged with light and with the rate at which you kill them, you're almost constantly using up your charged with light between those two perks, because you're pumping, again, you're pumping bullets downrange on enemies. And the String of Curses perk, you know, you refill your mag, increase the damage, and grant super energy. So this really is efficient for getting that back. On our class item, we're running a recovery mod to help counteract that loss from the other armor. We're running recuperation, where you replenish health each time you pick up an orb of light. If you want to change this up, that's perfectly up to you. These are not necessary. I just like them. and then I can reduce my grenade cooldown each time I pick up an orb as well. And then of course we're running taking charge, so if we pick up an orb we also become charged with light. And that is the whole premise of this build, and I'm about to go show it off for you. I just need a good spot where enemies can okay, wow, okay. Yeah, let's go over here. And, well, as you can see, we're running through our ammo pretty quickly. Our charges, and now as you see I am actually over 90% done, and then I just run down here, pick up a couple of orbs of light, should have one or two lying up here, and then I'm at super again, and rinse and repeat. We just drop well, and we're doing a lot of extra damage because we're keeping the string of curses active. And we're getting charged with light, and we have high energy fire, so we are just mowing through ads. And I stepped out of my well there, so that actually hurt me a little bit there, but and if you then you just run around, grab the orbs that you've made. And if you get in trouble, you just drop a little healing rift, and you're automatically back up. And then you can just come back up here and drop well again. Bada bing, rinse, repeat. And as you can see, like, I would be getting jacked up even more if it wasn't for the oh, and I stepped out of my well right there. That's the only problem you really have with this build. But as you can see, even though I wasted that, I am still at almost half of my super. So as long as you're staying inside your well, like I made the mistake of not doing right there, you're really not going to have any issues. You're going to be able to sustain a lot of damage. And if you don't feel like you can sustain enough damage, you can always put on some resistance mods to balance it out. Just remember that you need that extra arc resistance, the arc resistance mod to give you the extra perk for the gauntlets. Other than that, guys, that is the build. Really simple. The key points are, of course, you're going to have the Bad Juju Masterworks, and you're going to have a Phoenix Protocol. But definitely, you can run whatever grenade. I recommend a Healing Rift, but you can run any jump or any grenade you want, and really just get a lot of consistent super energy back. And you mow through a lot of ads, as you can see there, and that was just with my primary. And if you're running against like thralls or whatever, this is nothing. If you're doing tier 3 reckoning, this will be monstrous, because you're always going to have your super pretty much as you're running through that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to check out some others. Hang around. I've got tons of content, and I'm always happy when people take time out of their day to just sit down and watch some of this silly crap that I get into. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next videos, guys.